Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Gnosis. In my first video of 2022, I'm excited to share with you the very best map I've ever seen in Fortnite for improving mechanics. This just came out this week by Raider464, who has consistently been making the best mechanic maps, and this is definitely his best yet. So we're going to run through everything here and break it down in a way that's easy to understand for beginner players. So starting out, we're going to come to edit towers. We're going to start forward medium, and the entire point of this is just getting down the timing of your edit. What you want to do is, as soon as you hit your edit key, you also want to hold your left click, or if you're on controller, your right trigger, I believe it is, to actually grab and confirm the edit. And you want to get where you can just time it at the exact same time. And as you get the timing down, just get faster and faster with how fast you go down. And you can see when you really get in a zone, like, it's insane how fast you can edit. You look up and you're like, oh my god, I really just did that. And that's what you do. You keep getting that timing down, and you slowly get faster, and you will get where you are editing faster than you ever imagined possible. So whenever you're ready to go back to the lobby, you just bring this item out right here, you left click, and now you're back. And now we go back to Floor's Heart. It's the same thing, except it's just very closer together. Okay, so now I'll go back to the lobby, and we're going to come over to editing from different angles. And this is also a great one because most edit courses, or even if you're free building and editing, like, you don't get practice editing from these awkward angles that you often get in real games. So with this, we're just going to do any edit we want, reset, and then edit again. And it's going to keep resetting every time you reset the wall or you do an edit, it's going to reset your position. And just get creative, do different angles you may hit in a real fight, and just really get used to editing from these awkward angles here. And after that, we're going to go ahead and go back to the lobby. So next up, we have piece control tunnels, and we have 11 choices, or we can just go random. So we're just going to start with one. And there's no right or wrong way to do these. The entire point is you just are getting comfortable edit coursing through open space. So anytime there's red, you can't go there, but you still want to wall it off, because if it's in a real game, you always want to wall every angle. And then we're just going to keep building through, seeing our different options to go. And if you don't really know, like, good building patterns, how to do piece control, look at the top right of this video right now, and I have my beginner's guide to piece control, which will help you a lot. So just to give you, for real quick, a kind of slow way to do this, you can do like a double edit, a wall, cone, get your walls, double edit through. Like, the possibilities are endless. So please check out my beginner's guide if you feel a little overwhelmed by this part of the map. If not, enjoy, because this is really fun. And then afterwards, let's get back to the lobby. All right, so next is piece control fundamentals, and these are so good. So what's going to happen is we load in, and there's going to be two bots. And basically the bots are, you're going to piece control one, and then it's going to simulate the person trying to get away. So for instance, say we piece control this guy, get the shot, but then he moves boxes. So then we just practice coming over here, reboxing him, and doing it again. You know what I mean? So like, let's do another one. Let's do ramp. So say we cone this guy, we get the full piece, kill, but let's say he escapes through that wall, then we can practice just coming up here, getting the full box, and taking the shot. So this is so good, and I recommend spending time on all of these. You know, even like the drop down. This, if you're, let's say, actually I haven't done this one yet, so that he would be in front of us here. So we hit a Mongol Classic, but then he drops down, so we can come over here, get the full box, jump and shoot. You know, and there's just so many good situations, and each one has multiple, like, setups as well once you go in. So like, shoot him, get the full box, shoot, and now it's going to be at a different angle, you know what I mean? So now we're practicing from this angle, and this is just so good to get good at. All right, so next is build replace. Starting with 1x1 box, we're just going to practice taking an enemy's wall, getting a cone in, and then using a right-hand peek to take the shot on him. Okay, it's going to put you from different angles, so you can even practice like putting walls out to protect yourself, getting their wall, getting the cone in, then edit however you want. Just make sure you always have that right-hand peek. Okay, you can even like flip this ramp, take their wall. There's so many different ways you can do this, and you also, of course, want to have good aim, so make sure you're hitting your shots. Okay, so the other one is wall replace positions. And this one is just going to put us in a number of different scenarios. Like right here, we're in our own box, and we're going to blueprint edit this wall after we take it. So we're going to shoot with the AR, grab it, and for those newer players who don't realize, like if I have my gun out right now and I try to edit that wall, I can't do that. But if I pull out my wall blueprint, I can now edit that from all the way back here, use the right-hand peek, and take a shot. Okay, so now we're like above them. We're going to just crouch down, take the wall. We're going to do a top edit, get the cone in, take a shot. Okay, so this one's just so good because it puts you in all these different angles that you're going to see in real games, especially in games and box fights, and it's just so good to practice a variety of different edits. Okay, so next we have Crosshair Training, and this one is so good. What it's going to do is, this little red line is the minimum amount of movement you need to make the edit. And the reason that's important is if we're swinging wide like this, we're wasting time editing when we can do it so much faster by just being precise. Okay, so just stand here, do this. I'd be moving the entire time you're doing it, so you're getting used from different angles. And then you can actually look over here and get different edits. So now you can do like, actually I think that's glitched. Let's try this again. Okay, so we do like the double wall. There's, you know, the bottom corner. There's so many different ways to do this. So I would just start right here, work your way all the way down. Once you finish, then we can switch to low ground. Now we're doing the same thing. We can pick which edit we want, but we're doing it just from the low ground. So like for here, we'd want blueprint edit. And now just, you know, it's a different position, a different angle. Also have flying mode, but I honestly am not really a fan of that one. I don't do it. But if you stick to even ground and low ground, just work your way through all these and you will be set. Alright, so next up is peak shots, and being good at peak shots is truly the key to being a good Fortnite player because we must learn to do damage without taking damage in return. And the reason this drill is so good is if we are exposed at all to the target, we catch on fire, and the screen lights up so you know if the target can see you or not, and that forces you to be taking good peeks, and if you don't, you know the next time it comes up in that position, like right here, I got shot last time, but now I knew I had to hug this wall a little closer before making the edit. So just take your time with these, find the right angles based on where the target is, whether you need a window edit, a peanut butter edit, and just learn to take these shots without taking that damage in return. Okay, so come back, and again, it's just high ground, low ground, but it's all the same concept. All right, now finishing up, we have free build, but what's nice about this free building is that there's different speeds we can use. So let's say we want to practice a new technique. We can come to 0.8 and then just start out slow. Then after that, we can come back to normal speed and practice what we just learned. Alright guys, so there you have it, my beginner's guide to what I truly feel is the best map ever made on Fortnite for improving mechanics. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and until next time, keep on grinding.